Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. Last time around we had 2 naval battles, so it's high time we had some land battles, and right now we're looking at our invasion army that's supposed to go to Scotland, which of course is hard to get to, given that we have to pass the Royal Navy. However, the not the Royal Army, but the British Army have gone ahead and landed quite a few places, and they are within striking distance. Now, unfortunately, I would like to have played this one, because we would get to test out the tanks. We would be able to test out this one, the Sturm Panzerwagen A7V Heidi, and Heidi is the machine gun version. Unfortunately, it seems that there has been some form of unseen complication with the latest patch to edit the machine guns that has stopped the Heidi from working. So the battle would crash upon startup, or it wouldn't actually even load. But the mail tanks, the one with artillery, or yeah, the cannon tanks, the mail versions, they work. The Hercules, I believe, which we do have over here. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to meet the army right now. Oh, it's actually counted as an ambush? That would have been interesting. Rolling, that's the thing that I wanted, really, just to roll up the machine gun tanks and then annihilate them. But yeah, we're gonna have to sit this one out. I'm gonna, for now, since it takes so long time to recruit these tanks, I'm just gonna hide the Heidi tanks until hopefully I'll get a patch that get them to work. Still have the mail tanks, so that will work just fine. But unfortunately, we'll have to decline this attack. And immediately, we actually get the mail tanks in another ambush against the British. However, since we only have the 2 mail tanks, or 2 units of mail tanks, meaning 8 tanks, sending them in alone, especially also, they have 400 range. That's half of what the British artillery has. It's the same as the machine gun, so they would be able to, if they set up their artillery, they would be able to pound us long before we even get close. It is an ambush though, but there's also the problem with the tanks are susceptible to infantry. If they get close enough, they can actually melee charge and just overwhelm the tanks, so without any kind of support from infantry, it's not really gonna work. Even though here it says that it's heavily in my favor, I very much doubt it. So we're just gonna hold out on this attack as well. Second chance to ambush. Here I actually get an ambush, which I can play because there's no tanks. It's the Duke of Württemberg and his army ready to ambush Luigi Capello, which is really the only sizable Italian force that is left. Unless you count the navy. I mean on land, of course. And if this one's taken out, he's also been running around here in northern Italy, not really attacking anything. And well, why he's moving this way is because I blocked the bridge over on this end, and that's why he had to move this way into the ambush. Anyways, this isn't it's a battle we can actually play. I also noted that the Russians are now laying siege to Minsk, so it's going to be interesting to see, maybe not have time to play that battle, but at least see how many troops they have in those armies close to the siege of Minsk. Anyways, let's go ahead and deal with the Italians first. So here we are for the ambush of the Italians. It is surprisingly flat, I think. Kind of odd. It's not often. I mean, when you fight it on, like in Denmark, it's usually like this flat. But I've never seen it like this in Italy. Like, it's super flat. Anyways, we've set up for the ambush. I don't know why it's like this, like I can only spawn on one side. Normally you can kind of at least both sides. Or sometimes even around, but here we've just one side. I'm not entirely sure. Although the spawning zone has in the past, of course, been troublesome because of you know, the AI kind of getting broken if the deployment zone is off. Anyways, let's go ahead and destroy the Italians real quick here. Okay, they don't even spawn drawn out like I thought they would. I'm gonna allow the artillery to focus in on the enemy's artillery to start off with. But then we have all these guys here, and I have my my assault infantry hiding, waiting here. Oh, the machine guns have opened up? The enemy general has come within machine gun range. Where are the Italians going? The mortars don't seem to be working that well. You know what, the machine guns will advance. And so will the infantry. While the Italians are all concentrated so nicely, I think I will order my artillery to specifically hit them.
Glorious victory, sir.
Currently we're out of range, but if the units came closer, I could definitely put them on fire at will. The Italians are kinda gathering up, but they're slowly just walking into position. Kind of leaving the forest as well. So far no mortar fire has come against us, which is good. Continuously bombarding these idiots. For some reason they decide not to advance on me. Well, I can see why, because I've got machine guns. And they're quite deadly, aren't they? So I can understand that, but forming up like this under heavy artillery fire it's probably not going to work out for them in the long run. Let's see, are the machine guns even close to being ready to fire? No. I kind of want to use them because that... Oh, now they're advancing, it looks like. Yes, they are. We will then hold our ground. Wait for the machine guns to move into position. Interesting formation they're using here. They all formed up like that and then slowly start walking against us. I'm gonna move up the rural assault group, see if I can maybe shoot down the general. So this machine gun here is now ready. Let's concentrate on this stupid mortar battery. And let's hold off a little bit on... No, I'm gonna still use the heavy ones. Continue fire here. So this machine gun is within range. And this one will soon enough be ready. Okay, let's concentrate everything on these machine guns. Rural assault group is ready to start assaulting the enemy general. And machine guns are in place. Open fire. The machine guns start roaring. I'm gonna target the cavalry.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must
Extra
flee.
susceptible to the machine gun fire. Their numbers will quickly be dropping. The assault groups are taking quite a bit of mortar fire. I don't really have the numbers of men here really to waste them, so I'm gonna move them back. Currently the Italians are really just relying on their stupid mortars to carry the day. It's definitely not going to work out for them. I'm going to switch to have the machine guns now target the mortar groups. And that is working out really well. I think, did he say idioti? I imagine that is idiot, but in Italian. Idioti! Which is probably, he's talking about the commander who died, or maybe the commander who took over. So these guys, under heavy machine gun fire, the order was given to advance at a more rapid pace. Not doing well for them. Still holding the line. Go ahead and spread out the artillery fire among these. Not much of a fight this, given that so far the enemy has barely been able to fire back. Oh, when they turned like that and the machine gun fire went through this way, numbers really start to drop among the Italians. If the AI quit just recruiting so much of those stupid mortars and got machine guns instead, maybe they'll actually be able to do something. Currently, actually, it looks kind of like it's pretty bugged because they keep walking in. So far, I don't think they've returned a single shot against these lines. Not a single soldier here. I think this is probably friendly fire from this unit that's causing that. So, not much of a fight. It's 8 minutes. And the slaughter is done. And so you can fire on them. So you know what? We need to get closer to throw the hand grenades on them, right? There's gonna be nothing left of the Italian army, given the machine guns are just gonna absolutely destroy everything. Although, I noticed this machine gun is actually firing on both machine guns. If you look really closely here... Okay, now it ended, but you can see the bullets going... And then from the other machine gun they go... out there. Right, try not to have our own men shot by that. And then we have it! Victory. Not much of a battle, though. Not much of a battle. One of the more lopsided battles I've ever had. We deployed 2,138 men against 3,048 men. We lost 92 men, while the enemy lost 3,025. So on our side, we only lost about 100 men, so we still have 2,000 men, while the enemy, of course starting off with 3,000, only have 23 left. We actually almost also ended up killing more of our own than what the enemy killed of us, as the enemy killed 58 of our men, while we lost 92, which would make that, what, 34 men that we killed ourselves? I don't know. Quick maths. Artillery actually killed more this time around than machine guns, but the machine guns are really starting to bring it up a notch in the kills. And for now, they're not that overpowered, I think. I was a bit unsure in the earlier video, but given that they had plenty of opportunity to fire here and so on, I mean, they still managed to kill a lot, but it's not like they're overpowering compared to the artillery. Anyways, let's let the end turn roll on, and let's see if someone else decides to run into an ambush. In this battle, we've gone well, this end turn, I've managed to somehow get 3 ambush battles. Unfortunately, I could only play 1, but that's how it is sometimes. And as I said, the city of Minsk is under siege by the Russians. It's going to be interesting to see. Okay, the British are coming out of the port again. Interestingly enough, the British came in. They forced out my destroyer. The destroyer fled down here. And a Portuguese cargo ship came to fight him, which he managed to sink. But then the British turned up and chased him basically onto the ground here and destroyed him. Path blocked. Workers in Piedmont and central Italy still being quite nasty to each other. Winter still holds its grip. It's late February, but next turn we might have early March, so then I might be able to move out. So 23 men survived. We're gonna continue. Oh, we even got a heroic victory on that. Well, I guess that would be actually an heroic victory, given just how many men, or like how lopsided the battle was. Interesting how he gets, I mean, I've said this so many times, but no trains for this. He attack 11 people, aggressive attacker. Bring 2,000 men to kill 11 enemies. One army should definitely go down this route to get rid of these. So that will be Albrecht, Duke of Württemberg. I almost said it like you guys hate it the way I say it. Cavalry for Hindenburg. He's gonna remove. I can send one infantry. Send one infantry to merge with the Duke's army. And then he gets cavalry. And he should then follow here, I think. I think the closest road for him would be to continue here. So the Ottomans managed to take... Oh, there's an Austrian army there, so they were also on the way here. They managed to take Bucharest. Still that Romanian army, but it looks like that one's going to be crushed pretty soon. Not entirely sure what the Ottomans are doing here. It almost seems like they're bypassing the whatever this is. Wonder if the Turks will be able to hold on to this. Doesn't look like it. They're very unhappy here. So that's done. Let's go ahead and check here. It might be a big battle, so I don't want to do it this episode. I want to see if I can... I have about 3,000 men. The enemy has about 3,000 men. Some of these, all of these units are cut down. Almost half strength for all of these. Also weird how it's the same general everywhere. Lots of artillery though. Lots and lots of artillery. We're gonna decline that. I'm gonna do this battle, just not now. It's a shame there wasn't more soldier there. That could have been an impressive battle to fight. What I want to do is I want to fight here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove you because you're currently breaking the game for me. And instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can bring these in. Which I could. And that's good. And I want them to join in on the field. You know what? Maybe they should lead the attack. No. Thing is, if they join the army, I might not be able to attack. Will I? Because of the movement points. Oh no! Damn you! Did I just... Oh no! God damn it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into this army. And then we're gonna have to jump out on the other side. That's so stupid, I messed it up. So everyone in there. And then this army's gonna go out on the other side. And there we go. Oh, you can't... There we go. Right. Now we'll fight the British. Oh, and they ran away. Looks like the tanks will still be able to join the battle if I fight here. Yes! Good. Let's make sure to save. I'm pretty sure I've checked it already. The Hercules tanks should work. For the first time in this campaign, let's bring out the bloody tanks. We're gonna have to soften up the ground a little bit for the tanks before they come in. And the thing is, I want to hit... The thing is, the tank's going to take quite a while to roll up to the enemy. And I definitely don't want their bloody artillery to destroy them before that. But it should be fine. I have 4 really heavy howitzers to deal with them. Let's go ahead and start the battle. And let the infantry advance. So the good thing about all of these marines is of course that they can hide from view as they move forward. We're gonna blast the British formation and hopefully destroy as many of their guns as possible. Okay, I can now spot the tanks. They're coming in here. Here we have them. The Hercules tanks. Ready to roll up on the enemy. Oh, it's gonna take a long time for them to get into play. Is my infantry getting targeted? Or what? No, they're counter-firing on the battery. Okay. We have some units seemingly moving towards the tanks. I guess my bombardment isn't doing that well against the British right now. Let's do what we usually do to get better hits. Let's see, where do we have these? That's a little bit better. One of my guns have actually lost quite a bit of crew. This one right here has lost half its crew. It's kind of stupid as well of me. These have long range, so they could definitely have been sitting outside the range of the enemy. Oh, there's a machine gun. That's gonna be nasty for my small units. Get absolutely destroyed. Let's move them in groups of 4. So we'll 3 groups of 4 like that. Oh, and there's one reserve then. Just in case. Definitely don't want that machine gun up there to notice us. There's cavalry formation and infantry guard units moving forward. How's it going on the tanks? Ooh, the tanks are about to go into the woods. I don't like that. That's gonna slow them down immensely. I mean, in real life, I don't even think they would be able to go through the woods. They'd probably get stuck within seconds. I mean, they would get stuck anywhere they went. Let's go ahead and tell all the infantry to actually hold its fire. Let's see, how's it going? My plans don't seem to have worked as well as I thought, although the carriages for most of the enemy guns completely broken down. There's only a single cannon left for this battery, and this one's completely silenced, so I guess we focus in on these. British guns soon enough completely silenced. Oh, we got plenty of British infantry coming this way. I don't actually want to get caught in a fight there. Almost sounds like the machine gun's opening fire. You will continue towards this. You will pull back, and now I've got my tanks coming this way. I think the enemy is just about in range, so what I could do is I could set them up here. Oh, we're getting targeted now. Quickly just run to get away from that, and then I'll redirect you after that. Okay, we've got these guys now being fired upon. We've got cavalry coming out to fight. Let's speed up some of the advance of these infantry units. And I want the tanks now, kinda messed up here, to start moving towards the enemy. Okay, so this group will be a little bit bigger and set up there with 5 units in each. Or in each, in the whatever unit we would call it, the brigade. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell them to fire at will. I'm stupid. We've been losing men while not returning fire. Okay, the Royal Lance is coming on. It's quite a bit of cavalry. Actually, my artillery should be focused on the cavalry instead of the cannons, because that will allow my infantry to move in and kill the cannons. Right, let's see the tanks. What are they doing? It's going really slow, but they're starting to set up. Thing is, there's a risk of them shooting each other when I put them like that. So I have to have them move something like that. And then these 3 will advance as such, and then these will be sitting on that side of the tanks. Cavalry formations moving up. These smaller marine units are actually quite susceptible to the cavalry units, just because we're so small. Right, let's move forward, crest that hill and get those 2 artillery pieces. I can focus on other things. The enemy machine gun being one of them. Or I can just have my tanks fire on them. Okay, so we've got 2 Imperial Marines moving forward. We'll set 1 to move to there, then the other set up here, shoot down the... Actually, you 2 will need to move forward. See about doing a better job of taking out that cannon, or that cavalry unit. Good fire on that, but we've got guard unit coming in. Oh, the tanks are now firing. Nice. Let's go inside a tank. Let's see. Can I get to a position where I'll see out of the barrel? I think this might be the barrel. Yes! We're following a shell. Flying towards the British. Looks like this is a low shot though. Yeah, that seems to be landing low, unfortunately. But you get the idea. They're firing on this one. Should probably be firing on the bigger unit. Let's get up on the hill. How is that cavalry unit still alive? Oh, they're kind of charging us? I need to stop them. They're coming way too close here to my tanks. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, they are charging. Just among the tanks there. They're all charging, damn it. This group needs to close in. And I will order all my heavy artillery to just blast this place. Tanks, roll out. And the rest of the troops are now stuck in a messy melee. As my tanks are rolling out, trying to roll out. It's a bit messy. Okay, remount your tanks! Remount your tanks! Invisible crew, remount your tanks! How come you idiots haven't been able to deal with the cannons yet? Remount them, turn around and start shooting at the enemy. Oh no, one of my units were completely overrun, and the other one looks to be falling pretty soon as well. I've told them to remount the artillery. Oh, they're stuck now because, yeah, they're... it's the same way it does with the cannons, right? Where I have to order them kind of where to fire. These tanks kind of got screwed over. And so this infantry unit. I think my infantry actually shot down the machine gun.
Our men are running, sir.
It also kind of highlights the deficiency of the Marines. They don't really have the numbers. I would hate to have to go into an actual bloody fight against the British on their own turf with these small units. And we also kind of learned a deficiency of the tanks as the British overwhelmed them by charging onto them. The crew, I can still tell the crew to run away and leave the tanks behind. Let's bring troops closer here. This battle did not go the way I intended it to. I did not imagine that the British would charge my tanks. And now they're slowly but surely shooting them down. Oh, you're not actually able to fire upon them because you're not over the hill. Let's try to get all the units closer here. I'll even get the general involved at this point. My precious tanks! Countercharge the bastards. Artillery landing all the way around. Only one crewman. I don't even know if my tanks will survive this. First battle using the tanks is a disaster. You say that tanks are the future of warfare? I say not. They are useless. Look at how they crumble to tactics from the Napoleonic Wars. just charging. I don't think the Marines are that good at melee either. Although I don't think any unit is particularly good at melee. Pull back and let the units in front shoot down what's left of the enemy. Oh, they're setting up to shoot the general? Then I will draw the sword and ride to battle. The general's bodyguard does a charge, a good old charge into the British unit. The general, of course, riding into battle, wielding a sharp spoon. Oh yeah, the artillery's hold your fire, stop shooting at these. And general, please. Oh, the general died, yes, as I turned my troops around. And then charged the light mortar battery. Oh, my general got rid of those guys, good. This battle turned into an absolute mess. And a little bit of a disaster. Anyways, I think I've used the Marine infantry well and truly enough for this series. I think we'll retire them, and the invasion army will be re-envisioned. Will standard battalions, and well, we can save some of the naval units to give it naval flair. I just blew up tons of my own men. So give it a little bit of a naval flair. And then, there we go, we've won. But then have like a good backbone of proper infantry units. And also adding some units like... I think I can recruit some machine gunners now and some other interesting infantry that the assault infantry that the Germans have. Anyways, we're looking at the failed husks of what was supposed to be the pride of the Empire. And here's the result of that battle. As we can see, the tanks were destroyed down to the last one. And not only that, we ended up losing 4 units of Marine infantry were destroyed. Lots of troops were killed in the battle. Actually, 2/3 of all my men deployed in the battle died. Out of 1,500, 1,000 were lost. 600 remaining. The enemy deployed 2,300 men, in which more or less everyone died except 61. Also quite a bit high friendly fire as we lost 900 men, they killed 750. So that's 150 of our own men killed. Heavy howitzers doing the most. Let's see, where can I get the tanks? So the tanks end up down here, with one killing 42, another killing 27. But that's... The problem was I wasn't anticipating the ingenuity of the British by... I knew there was a weakness in the tanks, that they might be charged. I just didn't think the British were going to pull it off like that. And they did. With a spectacular result. 8 turns it takes to recruit those bastards. 8 turns. I still have the machine gun. Hopefully there'll be a patch to fix the machine guns. I'll see if the British if the British try to charge the machine gun tanks once they're working. They'll have another thing coming for them. I'll tell you that. But there we have that, ladies and gentlemen. We can pursue and kill him. Something Hunden and whatnot. Right. Well, The artillery can't move after, but the infantry can, so they'll get reinforced. And then you'll head over there. The artillery can't. Right, for the next episode, I imagine we'll be fighting the Russians. It's not as spectacular battles as it looks. It's 3 full stacks, but as we saw here... oh, I can't attack again. As we saw, they didn't number... these 3 full stacks numbered closely to what Mackinson had with his 1 full stack. So very pitiful force there. With this in mind, that the female tanks... Oh, the male tank, it's all male tanks. We'll bring it onto the navy, and then I'll ship it across to Finland, Turku. It's interesting they made Turku the one. Isn't the Turku the one they call the asshole of Finland? Town, that is. And they didn't make Helsinki, like the main town. I guess they wanted to put it as far away from St. Petersburg or Petrograd in this case. Oh yeah, you were heading back to resupply. The Russians pushed us out, but we're able to lay siege. So no... Who... The Latvians are trading with the Kingdom of Italy, my enemies. Why are they trading with the Italians? Blasted. Yes. Is there anything else that I've missed that's going on? I don't think so. There might be some revolts here in Piedmont, Liguria region and central Italy. But we have enough armies in this region to deal with that. I can certainly... Oh, it's still because of the religious unrest. So we might actually see a proper revolt actually be conducted in this area. But yeah, enough. Oh yeah, this. I forgot about this. Sir John French, of course, they landed on, I can't remember exactly where he landed, somewhere here. He is now moving, I don't gods know where he's moving. Seems like he's moving down to meet with Wilhelm Prussia. Which seems like an odd target. I shouldn't actually stand on the bridge. I want him to come down here. So I can face him. Rather odd choice, going all this way. I don't know. I mean, normally the British always goes for the Brittany region. Not entirely sure why he decided to pass Paris and just head down here, close to the factories. So, no clue. Yes. Anyways, with all of this said, I'll say, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this. And, oh, it's look at that, the Battle of the Somme. December 1916. No, wait, that's an earlier battle. Wait, what is this? German Empire, Kingdom of Spain, Kingdom of Greece. Oh, the trade route. It says trade route. Oh, the Battle of the Somme. I was like, what? The Battle of the Somme was taking place between the German Empire, Kingdom of Spain, and Greece. But no, for some reason it matched the battle with the trade route as well. Odd. Enough of these tomfoolery. It's time to end the episode. And I'll say, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.